Part 70. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 691. The Ape King was unwilling in his heart, but due to Qin Feng Dao's power, he could only smile and say yes. Ape King, you are very good. Come on, lead the way for me. I want to go to the Shangyang clan to kill the Shang King. Qin Feng stood with his hands behind his back. He smiled and looked at the Ape King, telling such an amazing news. What? The Ape King was shocked when he heard this. The Shang King's cultivation reached the realm of the Great Accomplishment King. In the entire secret realm, there was no rival. He almost thought he had heard it wrong. Not long ago, Qin Feng was still a defeated general of the Shang King. In just one day, the other party was confident that he could kill the Shang King. Is this not a foolish dream? I said, I want you to lead the way. I want to kill the Shang King. Qin Feng frowned and repeated it again. At this moment, the Ape King and everyone around him were sure that they had not heard it wrong. They were all stunned, and the shock in their hearts can be imagined. At this time, Qin Feng's expression and voice all told them that the other party really wanted to go to the Shangyang clan to challenge the Shang King. This, young Master Qin, now that the Shang King has reached the realm of a true king, why don't you take a long-term view? Although the Ape King wanted to pay a visit to the Shang King very much, this was definitely not the case. However, he knew that if he did not go to the Shang King clan with Qin Feng, he would probably be killed here first, which he could not accept. Stop talking nonsense, I asked you to lead the way, so you lead the way for me, otherwise I don't mind raising your Ape King clan to the ground. Seeing the Ape King being so fussy, Qin Feng was very dissatisfied. He snorted coldly, and a strong murderous aura burst out from his body. This scene immediately shocked the Spirit Ape King and the elders of the Ape King Hall around him. The momentum emanating from Qin Feng made them all terrified. They realized that Qin Feng's combat effectiveness had become even stronger after only a few hours of absence. At this moment, the Ape King discovered that Qin Feng's cultivation had entered the 7th level of the Wuxiang heaven from the 5th level. Qin Feng had actually improved 2 small realms. Perhaps he could really kill the White Shang King. My king, for the sake of the people of our Ape King Mountain, I think you should agree. Yes, my king, this man is too fierce. When you arrive at the Shangyang clan, you will adapt to the situation. In the Ape King Mountain, some elders sent a message to the Ape King. Qin Feng was rampant. When he first arrived at the Ape King Mountain, he waved and killed an elder. In their opinion, if the Ape King did not do what Qin Feng said, it would probably bring disaster to their Ape King Mountain. Okay, I'll lead the way for you. The Ape King struggled for a long time in his heart, and finally agreed. Anyway, he would die anyway. Maybe if he died, he could win a chance for the Ape King clan to survive. Very good, lead the way. Qin Feng was already impatient. After getting the answer from the Ape King, he took the lead and rode the dragon horse into the air. Soon, the Ape King followed up. He flew all the way and brought Qin Feng to the Shangyang territory near a mountain hundreds of miles away. This Shangyang territory was the territory that the Shangyang clan sealed after occupying the Purple Mansion Profound Realm. It was surrounded by the Earth's aura and was extremely sacred. As Qin Feng thought about it, he found that there were nearly tens of thousands of Shangyang clan strongmen gathered here, most of whom were in the realm of no form, and a few reached the realm of princes. The most powerful Shang Wang had a restrained aura and was not sensed by Qin Feng. Well, these big monsters. Suddenly, Qin Feng noticed something strange. There were still a large number of monster cultivators in front of the Shangyang territory. Among them, there were some monster kings with blood and chi that reached the 8th level of the princes. It's the monster king of the Purple Mansion Profound Realm. In an instant, Qin Feng understood. After the Shangwang became the king of the Purple Mansion Profound Realm, all the forces, big and small, in the Purple Mansion Profound Realm, surrendered to the Shangwang and prepared to obtain the protection of the Shangwang. Not long ago, among the demon kings encountered in the fortune pool, several also came to the territory of the Shangyang clan. Qin Feng flew up from the dragon horse and landed in front of the mountain gate. In front of the mountain gate, countless great demons and monks knelt down, and even several demon kings were blocked in front of the mountain gate and were turned away. But even so, they did not have any complaints, and did not even dare to speak out. After seeing this scene, Qin Feng showed a sneer at the corner of his mouth. These people must have prepared many treasures to please the king of Shang. I wonder what kind of expression these people will have after I kill the king of Shang. Swish. With the arrival of Qin Feng, countless great demons and monks saw Qin Feng's figure at once, and they were all stunned. Why are you here? Some demon kings were so shocked that they couldn't speak clearly. He looked at Qin Feng and was speechless. You can come, why can't I come? Qin Feng looked calm. So many powerful demons were all in the domain of the princes, and their strength was extraordinary. However, Qin Feng has the extreme speed of a dragon horse, and his cultivation has reached the 7th level of Wuxiang. Facing these demon kings, he is still fearless. Most of these demon kings know Qin Feng's extraordinary talent, and only a few demon kings have not seen the battle between Qin Feng and the Shang King. However, when those demon kings learned from the surrounding cultivators that this person was Qin Feng's descendant, their eyes burst into amazing divine light. They knew that the Shang King was in retreat at this time. If they could take Qin Feng down, the Shang King would definitely look at him differently, and then they would be able to thrive in the Shangyang clan. Boy, there is a road to heaven but you don't take it, there is no door to hell but you break in, just surrender. Two powerful demon kings appeared above Qin Feng in an instant, and terrible demon essence flowed from their bodies, covering Qin Feng, and they were so powerful that it was unimaginable. The cultivation of these two demon kings reached the 7th level of the princes, and they joined forces to achieve great strength. In order to get the special look of the Shang King, the two of them were willing to catch Qin Feng, so they were all doing their best. In an instant, the big demons in front of the mountain gate of Shangyang territory and the monks retreated to the back like snakes and scorpions. There was a look of horror in their eyes. Two demon kings actually wanted to challenge Qin Feng, which gave them strange ideas in their hearts. The battle between Qin Feng and the Shang King was still vivid. At that time, Qin Feng's style had been imprinted in their minds, which made them astonished. Everyone believed that as long as Qin Feng was given an event, he could grow up, and by then, the Shang King would definitely not be his opponent. But at this moment, the other party actually descended on the territory of the Shang King, which made them all regretful. In their opinion, the young man was too arrogant. He wanted to challenge the Shang King in just one day. He was simply risking his life. Window. Tabula equals window. Tabula. Tabula.push, mode, thumbspeed -01, container, tabula below article thumbnail -300x250, placement, below article thumbnail -300x250, target. Type, mix. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 692. These big demons and demon kings are not optimistic about Qin Feng's challenge to King Shang. They believe that Qin Feng's battle with King Shang at this time will only lead to death. However, this did not prevent them from thinking that the two demon kings were overestimating their abilities. In their opinion, Qin Feng can fight against the great King Shang, and his fighting power cannot be underestimated. These two demon kings actually want to challenge Qin Feng, and they are afraid they will suffer. Roar. The two demon kings roared loudly, their demonic auras surged, and their terrifying energy swept towards Qin Feng. For a moment, the minds of some low-level demons and monks were shaking wildly. Their bodies were trembling, and the fear in their hearts reached the extreme. Qin Feng had a strange look on his face. These two demon kings actually attacked him without overestimating their capabilities. I really didn't know what to say to him. The moment the two people's attacks approached the body, Qin Feng stepped on the immortal steps and moved sideways. Boom! The terrifying demon energy bombarded the ground, causing the earth to roar. Qin Feng's eyes froze. The two demon kings actually knew how to attack together. No wonder they were so fearless. Court death. Qin Feng let out a soft roar, his eyes revealed a murderous intent, and a red sword light crossed the sky and opened up the space. Brush. At this moment, the hearts of the two demon kings trembled greatly. Their hearts showed horror, and they felt a huge crisis. In an instant, they quickly dodged the attack of Qin Feng's immortal sword towards the rear. Hiss! The younger brothers of the two demon kings gasped. Qin Feng forced his king back with one move, which shocked them all. They also didn't expect that Qin Feng's fighting power would be so powerful, and he could easily drive back the two demon kings. Brush. Qin Feng finished a sword flower, and the sword energy was blowing through the void. When the two demon kings were shocked again, they covered themselves with energy, trying to block the blow. Unexpectedly, Qin Feng just made a false shot, and the sword energy flew out for a few meters before dissipating into nothing. This scene made the two demon kings shocked and angry. Qin Feng's move was obviously to amuse them, but they overreacted. Ha 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 ha, beasts are beasts, they don't know how to adapt. Qin Feng laughed. The overreaction of the two demon kings was really funny to him. Boy, don't be so arrogant. The two demon kings were suspended in mid-air. They were furious and were teased by a human boy, which made them lose their composure. Stop being so pushy, I suggest you all come together, otherwise you won't have a chance. Qin Feng's thoughts moved, and he faced the two demon kings with a calm expression on his face, without any panic in his heart. Boy, I can do this alone. The demon king was shocked, and he almost spoke nonsense. When he thought of Qin Feng's magic weapon just now, he quickly swallowed back the words in his heart. You are alone, what can you do alone? An unpredictable smile appeared on Qin Feng's face. He really didn't pay attention to the two demon kings of the 7th level of the princes. Boy, since you want to die, then our brothers will give it to you. The other demon king snorted coldly. He knew that his brother would not be able to speak to him. No matter how eloquent the other party is, as long as it is taken down, the other party will be frightened and speechless. The other demon kings around looked like they were watching a good show. Once the battle here alarmed King Shang would definitely come out of seclusion. At that time, there might be a fight between dragons and tigers. Swipe. The two demon kings attacked Qin Feng together, with terrifying coercion spreading from their bodies, preparing to attack Qin Feng with thunder. Qi. Qin Feng's heart moved. He held the immortal sword and broke through the void. The terrifying sword energy penetrated the sky and exploded with terrifying strength. It was too late, but soon, the red sword energy streaked across the sky, and a mysterious and vast power swept over. Under the blessing of the 9 Forbiddens, the heavenly immortal's inferior immortal sword burst out with extremely terrifying energy, instantly piercing through a demon king and killing him on the spot. Hiss. In the distance, countless big demons and demon kings were all stunned. They found that Qin Feng killed a demon king with one move. Such fighting power made their faces full of horror. Qin Feng's level has improved. In just a few hours, Qin Feng has risen to 2 realms. This is too terrifying. I'm afraid that except for King Shang, there is no one here who can be Qin Feng's opponent. Countless demon kings were talking about it. They thought it was incredible that Qin Feng had obtained qualifications like this, which was unprecedented and unprecedented. The demon king was lucky enough to escape. He was so horrified that he didn't dare to stay anymore and fled into the distance. If you dare to attack me, do you think you can still run away? Qin Feng let out a soft roar, stepped on the immortal steps, and chased after him with the immortal sword in his hand. Boy, when Lord Shang comes out of seclusion, I will definitely kill you. The Demon King felt that he was safe after running so far, so he said loudly behind him. Really? It's a pity that you can't wait until King Shang comes out of seclusion. The corners of Qin Feng's mouth curved in a cold arc, and his voice rang in the Demon King's ears, which immediately shocked the Demon King. How is that possible? The Demon King was horrified. He couldn't believe that Qin Feng had caught up with him in the blink of an eye. He mobilized all the energy in his body and defended with all his strength, just to stop this attack. Everything is possible. Qin Feng slashed with the Juexian sword in his hand, and a sword light appeared in the void. The Divine Phoenix sword, using the Juexian sword of the heavenly immortal grade, was more powerful than before. A terrifying Divine Phoenix appeared between heaven and earth, and the destructive power that burst out in an instant, under the blessing of the Nine Forbidden, destroyed the world. Such power was far beyond the ability of the Demon King of the seventh heaven of the princes to resist. In an instant, the Demon King screamed and was split in half by Qin Feng. Immediately afterwards, the terrifying Phoenix Divine Fire crossed the sky, burning the Demon King into ashes in an instant, and disappeared completely. With just one sword, another Demon King who was going all out was killed, which completely shocked the cultivators and demons present. Too scary. Killing the Demon King with the Wuxiang realm is a step against the immortals, but he is so relaxed. All the people present changed their faces and were shocked to the extreme. This is expected. After all, he is capable of fighting against the Shang King. Some Demon Kings in the field also have confidence in Qin Feng. When Qin Feng was in the 5th level of Wuxiang, he could fight the Shang King. Now, after improving 2 small realms, the combat power is even more terrifying. Killing 2 Demon Kings who have not yet reached the realm of the Great King is not a piece of cake. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 693. At the same time, a star gold scratch-off card appeared where the 2 Demon Kings died. With a thought in his mind, Qin Feng took the card and scratched it open, and then the system beeped. Ding, congratulations to the host, you successfully used the star gold scratch-off card and obtained 30 top-grade god-building pills. The high-grade divine cultivation elixir can enable the strong men in the realm of princes to break through the realm. Qin Feng's eyes lit up as he listened to the systematic introduction. The top-grade god-building pill has extraordinary quality and can enable strong men in the realm of princes to break through. Its quality has also reached the 9th rank, and it can be called a legendary elixir. I just don't know how effective such elixirs will be on me, and I don't know if these 30 or so pills can improve me to a greater level. Qin Feng thought helplessly that after all, he wanted to improve his level and said that he was consuming too many pills. This high-grade divine cultivation elixir cannot be used until the realm of princes, but at that time, the energy needed by me may be even greater than the sea. By that time, these 30-odd pills may not be enough to fill the gap between the teeth. There was a dead silence in the field, and many big demons and demon kings were all shocked. Their eyes widened and they stood there blankly. Qin Feng killed 2 demon kings in front of all of them. He was so relaxed and freehand that they all felt unreal. After all, these 2 demon kings were rampant in the Zifu Xianjing and had few opponents. However, for such a powerful demon king, Qin Feng killed them so easily that they almost thought they were dreaming. It would be fine if the person who killed these 2 demon kings was a being in the realm of the Great Perfection King. However, Qin Feng was obviously just a monk from the 7th level of the formless heaven. How could this not shock them? How could they not be shocked? Surprise! These 2 demon kings provoked me and were killed by me. Then their treasures belong to me. Do you have any objection? Qin Feng glanced at the entire audience. Vast coercion spread out from his body, suppressing countless creatures around him who were trembling with fear in their hearts. These two demon kings came to see King Shang, bringing with them a large amount of wealth and many servants. At this moment, the followers of the two demon kings saw their demon king being beheaded. They knelt on the ground, their bodies trembling, and they did not dare to refute at all. When they heard what Qin Feng said, they immediately presented the treasures brought by the demon king with both hands, not daring to disobey in the slightest. Countless demons and monks around them, under the pressure of Qin Feng, did not dare to make any noise. They knew that even if the demon king joined forces, they might not be able to stop each other. If we want to deal with Qin Feng, we can only wait until King Shang comes out of seclusion and take action himself. There was such a big commotion here, which naturally alarmed the Shangyang clan. Soon, a terrifying pressure came over them, and a young man appeared in the territory of the Shangyang clan. His eyes were deep and his face was cold. He stared at Qin Feng with strong interest in his eyes. "Are you Qin Feng?" "Yes, it's me." Qin Feng was very surprised. This young man had red lips and white teeth. He was not old, but his cultivation level reached the 6th level of the princes. It was obvious that he was the leader of the younger generation among the Shangyang clan. "You were the one who killed junior brother Shang Tang." The young man frowned, and a ball of cold electricity burst out in his eyes. He glanced at Qin Feng, and there was a strong will to fight. In his opinion, Qin Feng had no phase and killed Shang Teng in the realm of princes. Such a young and handsome man was really amazing. "Shang Teng, are you talking about the son of God of your clan?" "Yes, he wanted to kill me, but I killed him." Qin Feng said coldly, "The young man in front of him is very temperamental, and his body is as powerful as the sea, far beyond the average powerful princes." But for some reason, Qin Feng felt a sense of disobedience from this young man, and even his piercing eyes couldn't see through it. "Really? You didn't run out of the secret realm quickly, but you came to stir up trouble with our Shangyang clan. You are quite courageous. I'll meet you." The young man was very interested in Qin Feng's performance. "Young master can't do it." "Young master, don't be impulsive." Some elders of the Shangyang clan heard this and quickly stopped him. In their opinion, Qin Feng must have extraordinary means to escape from the hands of their clan's Shang King. "It doesn't matter, just a monk from the 5 phases and 7th heaven is not enough to make me afraid to take action. The young master of the Shangyang clan has powerful energy spreading from his body. As the tyrannical genius of the Shangyang clan, he seems to be confident." As the young master of the Shangyang clan finished speaking, he immediately took action. In an instant, he stepped on the void and waved a palm towards Qin Feng. A silver bolt appeared in mid-air. The bolt was intertwined with flashes of light and struck towards Qin Feng, possessing such destructive power. "Welcome." Qin Feng's eyes narrowed, and he also raised his hand and pressed forward. The Kinkan seal burst out in his hand with astonishing power, intercepting the opponent's attack. Boom! The two rays of light collided, and the terrifying energy exploded instantly. The void was shaking, and the pieces of light dissipated, and both were annihilated in the void. "You can also try one of my moves." It was not Qin Feng's style to be passively beaten. He stepped on the immortal steps and took action all at once. In his hands, the true energy condensed into a long sword, intertwined with unparalleled power, and penetrated forward. Brush. The young master of the Shangyang clan was very conceited. Qin Feng didn't dodge his attacks, so naturally he couldn't dodge either. With a low roar from his mouth, he did his best to attack, and a dazzling fist column broke through the void, with runes blooming. The two people's attack also confronted each other in the void, with amazing power, bursting out endless killing sound waves, and then dissipated into nothingness. So strong. The young master of the Shangyang clan is not much weaker than Qin Feng. The countless cultivators and big monsters around burst into fierce discussions, and they were extremely surprised. The young master of the Shangyang clan could actually take Qin Feng's attack, which shocked them all. It's interesting. Qin Feng jumped up, his fighting power burst out, and he stood in the 8th Forbidden Realm in an instant. The vision of the God King enveloped him, and his palms and fingers slashed forward like knives. At this moment, behind the young master of the Shangyang clan, a pair of divine wings appeared, and the wings flowed with silver-white light, instantly turning into two divine swords in the void, slashing towards Qin Feng. The young master of the Shangyang clan has the phenomenon of atavism, and his strength and blood are extremely amazing, which really surprised Qin Feng. The pair of white wings are really grown on the young master of Shangyang, which reminds Qin Feng of the Birdman in the legend of that world. Swish! The young master of the Shangyang clan flapped a pair of huge wings, and the terrible sword pierced through the void, and the power suddenly surged, destroying all obstacles. Window. Tabula equals window. Tabula. Tabula.push, mode, thumbspeed -01, container, tabula below article thumbnail -300x250, placement, below article thumbnail -300x250, target. Type, mix. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 694. Qin Feng naturally did not dare to be careless. His palm knife also broke through the void and collided with the opponent's winged sword. For a moment, the terrible energy light was annihilated in the void, and an endless whirlwind of energy was blown up. Come again. Obviously, the young master of the Shangyang clan was extremely conceited. He saw that his two swords were easily wiped out by Qin Feng, so he shouted again and took the initiative to attack Qin Feng. As the young master of the Shangyang clan, he has a very deep bloodline of the Shangyang clan in his body, and has a phenomenon of atavism. In the entire Shangyang clan, there are few people who can be his opponent. He has extreme speed, and his figure turned into two lightning in the void, quickly approaching Qin Feng. The speed of the young master of Shangyang is really too fast, beyond common sense, and far more amazing than the son of the killer dynasty that Qin Feng has seen. However, Qin Feng's body movements were even better. He stepped on the heavenly immortal step and rushed forward, bursting out thousands of rays of light. He tried his best to attack, and various rays of light were blooming. So strong! Qin Feng was secretly surprised. The young master of the Shangyang clan was more powerful than Shang Teng, and his speed was also extremely amazing. Moreover, there was an inexplicable great power in the mountains of the Shangyang clan, which was blessed on him, making his combat power extremely strong, and his momentum was rising steadily. There is no doubt that if Qin Feng met the other party before breaking through the realm, he would definitely be in danger. The other party was in the sky above the Shangyang clan, with terrifying energy blessing. The formation of the Shangyang clan could bless the combat power of the Shangyang clan's cultivators and make it rise steadily. If it were an ordinary cultivator, he would be killed by the Shangyang clan's cultivators without knowing the situation. Fortunately, Qin Feng had a powerful vision around him. His pressure was far beyond that of ordinary people. He blocked the suppression of the array radiating from the holy mountain of the Shangyang clan with the vision of the God King. Interesting, facing the suppression of the holy mountain, you can still be so calm, it is indeed worthy of pride. The young master of the Shangyang clan had a cold light flashing in his eyes. He was surrounded by sword energy, with water vapor and emanation, interweaving with power to drown Qin Feng. A vast water appeared between heaven and earth. This water was comparable to Qin Feng's God King Sea, and the young master of the Shangyang clan was like a Shangyang dancing in the water, carrying a ruthless blue killing light, swooping towards Qin Feng, with murderous aura. Boom! Qin Feng was not to be outdone. He blocked it with the God King Vision Sea. A dragon talisman flew behind him, carrying unimaginable power, and instantly collided forward. In a moment, a roar was heard between heaven and earth, the dragon symbol collided with the murderous aura in the water, and unparalleled thunder intertwined between heaven and earth. A huge explosion spread over the territory of the Shangyang clan, and this scene was really terrifying to the extreme. Oh my god, the young master of the Shangyang clan is so terrible. No wonder the Shangyang clan gave birth to a great king like the Shang King, it's really terrifying. Not far away, there were great demon cultivators who retreated again and again, fearing that they would be affected. They talked about it, and their eyes were full of incredible looks. However, Qin Feng's sharp eyes saw that when the young master of the Shangyang clan heard the name of the Shang King, his pupils shrank instantly, and a trace of murderous intent bloomed. This made Qin Feng's heart move. Maybe the young master of the Shangyang clan was not the heir of the Shang King. At this moment, a terrible momentum came from the heartland of the Shangyang clan, and then a powerful figure appeared in the air, releasing a terrifying breath. Qin Feng's eyes turned cold. He saw the figure emerging from the mountain. That figure was none other than the patriarch of the Shangyang clan, the King Shang. At the same time, Qin Feng found that the moment the King Shang appeared, the eyes of the young master of the Shangyang clan also bloomed with a trace of murderous intent. However, this murderous intent was fleeting, and it turned into admiration in an instant. Such a rapid change was really amazing, but it still did not escape Qin Feng's eyes. Do you have a grudge against the King Shang? At this time, Qin Feng sent a message to the young master of the Shangyang clan and told him such a fact. The young master of the Shangyang clan did not make a loud noise after hearing this, but also sent a message to Qin Feng and said, "You want to provoke the relationship between me and the King Shang, you have made a wrong idea." Really? Qin Feng smiled coldly. Although the other party was quibbling, it had nothing to do with him, and he didn't care much. Anyone who blocks him from killing the King of Shang is an enemy. I just hope that the young master of the Shangyang clan will not make the wrong choice. Lord Shang Wang has come out of retreat. With Lord Shang Wang's move, Qin Feng is definitely dead. At this tree, all the strong men of the Shangyang clan cheered. When they saw the King of Shang appear, they showed hope in their hearts. Lord Shang Wang is a natural talent, invincible in ancient and modern times. With Lord Shang Wang's realm of Great King, he can control Qin Feng with just one finger. Among the many demon kings and demons present, some people immediately flattered the King of Shang, hoping that the King of Shang would look up to them. Boy, if there is a way to heaven, you don't take it, and if there is no door to hell, you come and surrender. The King of Shang appeared, with two cold lights flashing in his eyes, releasing a cold killing intent. A day ago, Qin Feng escaped from his hands by luck, but the other party did not escape from the secret realm, but came to the territory of their Shangyang clan after recovering from his injuries. This was really unwise. Similarly, this also made King Shang very happy. He knew that Qin Feng had extraordinary talent. If the other party really escaped from the secret realm, it would definitely be a big worry for him in the future. And now that he has stabilized his realm, the other party did not escape from the secret realm, but came to the territory of the Shangyang clan. For him, this is simply the best result. Hee, old thing, you didn't get into the devil, it's a pity. Qin Feng raised a sneer at the corner of his mouth. The King Shang stabilized his own realm, and his strength was much stronger and more restrained than a day ago. Boy, I wanted to give you a chance, but since you don't know how to lift up, I can only kill you. King Shang was furious, and a terrible brilliance burst out in his eyes. Qin Feng's appearance here was too perfect for him. He already knew Qin Feng's identity. As the son of the Suzaku Holy Land, the other party, as powerful as the Yan Emperor of Yan State, did not dare to take action directly. Therefore, this hot potato was thrown to their Shangyang clan. If Qin Feng ran out of the secret realm and hid in the Suzaku Holy Land, Then even if he became a great king, he would not dare to go directly to the Suzaku Holy Land to take him away. Now the other party pointed at King Luo, and when their Shangyang clan ran wild, it just happened to get rid of his worries, which was really great. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 695. Opportunity, do you want me to give you a chance? When you take action against me, you are destined to die miserably. In Qin Feng's eyes, peerless murderous intent bloomed. He stepped out and in an instant, he was not far away from King Shang. The Divine King's vision shrouded his body, and a terrifying wave of energy erupted. As for the young master of the Shangyang clan, she was not too far away from King Shang at this time. She was suspended in mid-air, not speaking and not knowing what she was thinking. "Girl, please step back and let me deal with this kid." A cold light burst out from King Shang's eyes. He glanced coldly at the young master of the Shangyang clan and told such an astonishing fact. Yes. When the young master of the Shangyang clan heard this, he cupped his hands and then retreated into the crowd. Qin Feng, who was in mid-air, suddenly realized. No wonder he felt something inconsistent with the young master of the Shangyang clan. It turned out that the other party was a woman. Because when the Shangyang clan called her the young master, Qin Feng took the lead and took her into the role of a man. Unexpectedly, the other party turned out to be a woman. Therefore, Qin Feng couldn't help but glance at the young master of the Shangwang clan again, with a look of interest in his eyes. The young master of the Shangyang clan used a skill to change his body shape, so he didn't notice it. I don't know what its true form looks like. The other party's disgust towards King Shang may have some hidden meaning. Die. The king of Shang was angry. He let out a soft roar, moved his body and thoughts, and quickly swooped towards Qin Feng, and slapped Qin Feng with a slap in the face. As the leader of the Shangyang clan stabilized his energy realm, he firmly stood among the first-level Dachshund kings. Even such a casual palm unleashed a terrifying coercion that made the world tremble. However, Qin Feng at this time was not the same. He had improved 2 small realms, and his combat power had soared dozens of times, and he stood directly on the 9 forbidden peaks. A dragon talisman appeared in the sea of visions of the God King behind him. The dragon talisman turned into a green dragon and collided with King Shang, flowing out destructive energy. When the world was trembling, the terrifying sound waves shook the universe, and King Shang's palm collided with Qin Feng's dragon talisman. Wisps of dazzling light burst out from the void, rushing in all directions like meteors. Just the first move they made the Zifu Xianjing tremble, and the Shangyang ridge below seemed to be overturned, causing terrifying waves. Immediately, wisps of Dao patterns filled Shangyang's territory. These Dao patterns were intertwined and turned into formations to protect Shangyang's territory. However, in the mountains and forests in the distance, they were not so lucky. The light waves overflowed from the 2 people erupted with a sound like a landslide and tsunami, and countless vegetation was directly destroyed, which was deafening. Moreover, some low-level cultivators did not even have time to dodge, and were affected by the sound waves shocked by the 2 people, and fell into the void, not knowing whether they were alive or dead. Not far away, Shang Qian, the young master of the Shangyang clan, had a little light shining in her beautiful eyes, and her body was trembling slightly. As a descendant of the former Shangyang clan chief, her father, the previous Shangyang clan chief, was killed by King Shang. However, she was no match for King Shang, so she could not avenge her father. With her natural talents, she managed to reach the 6th level of the realm of princes, and the gap between her and King Shang narrowed. However, the other party actually became the great king in one fell swoop in the creation pond, making her hope of revenge become even slimmer. At this moment, after seeing Qin Feng defeat the king of Shang with his unparalleled power, she was shocked. The opponent was so powerful at such a young age, and she could not calm down. At this moment, For some unknown reason, she had an astonishing thought in her mind. Maybe if Qin Feng was given time, it would be possible to kill King Shang and avenge her father's murder. Huh! King Shang was very surprised. He had stabilized the state of the first-level Dachshund King and was actually unable to injure the opponent. This made him very surprised. In his opinion, the opponent has fallen into that magical realm and may not be able to use it again in a short time. And if he stabilizes the state, he should be able to directly kill the opponent. Qin Feng was also slightly shaken. This was just the first blow, which made his arms numb. After King Shang stabilized his realm, his fighting power was terrifyingly powerful. However, after his cultivation reached 2 realms, Qin Feng also had the strength to fight. Although he was not yet able to stand in the Divine Forbidden Realm, he could compete with King Shang in the 9 Forbidden Realm. In an instant, the two of them were separated at the touch of a touch. They jumped up again in the void, bursting out with dazzling light, burning like divine flames. King Shang raised his finger like a sword, and the swords were intertwined with each other. From a distance of hundreds of meters, it was as if they were just a few feet away, and they slashed towards Qin Feng's neck. Puff! In an instant, red clouds floated in the air. King Shang's sword slashed Qin Feng's figure, and there was endless red light that completely shattered. It was really breathtaking. Damn it, Qin Feng was hit. How is this possible? Qin Feng has actually become weaker. In the distance, countless big demons and demon kings were stunned. With just the second blow, Qin Feng was killed by King Shang on the spot. This scene made people unbelievable. Ha ha ha, even a mere ant wants to stand shoulder to shoulder with my king. You are really overestimating your capabilities. My lord, the king, is so powerful that he killed Qin Feng casually. He is truly invincible. Countless great demons and cultivators rushed to flatter the king of Shang. The power of the great king was so terrifying that it was really shocking. Even the young master of the Shangyang clan frowned. She was optimistic about Qin Feng, but she didn't expect Qin Feng to be killed like this. Such a scene really exceeded her expectations. Not far away, Ye Qingqing's eyes were also very worried, but Longma didn't show any worried look, which made her feel relieved. She knew that if Qin Feng really couldn't beat the king of Shang, Longma would take action at the first time to save Qin Feng. At this moment, Longma didn't make any moves, which meant that Qin Feng was fine, so the king of Shang could only cut Qin Feng's phantom. Sure enough, the king of Shang in the air didn't have the joy of victory. He frowned and stared at the red clouds in the air, his eyes slightly surprised. Just now, he did cut Qin Feng's figure with a blow, but he only cut Qin Feng's shadow. The red clouds flying all over the sky were actually the red true energy overflowing from Qin Feng's body. Because Qin Feng dodged too quickly, he left an afterimage in the air, and the king of Shang only cut Qin Feng's figure. Qin Feng's true body merged with the void, hiding his movements. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 696. Over the Shangyang territory, the red mist dissipated, and everyone found that there was no remains of Qin Feng there, which meant that Qin Feng was not dead. Countless big monsters and cultivators stared at the sky, all showing surprised expressions. As the mist dissipated, it was not blood at all, but the tangible manifestation of Qin Feng's true energy. Swish! At this time, behind the Shang King, there was a violent tremor in the void, and Qin Feng showed a phantom. Between his palms and fingers, a huge kunpeng appeared and slapped the back of the Shang King. Boom! Although Qin Feng's kunpeng appeared too suddenly, the Shang King's cultivation reached the realm of the Great King, and his reaction was extremely fast. He turned around at a very fast speed and slapped forward with his palms and fingers to block Qin Feng's terrible attack. At this moment, between the Shang King's palms and fingers, a huge Shangyang appeared. The Shangyang quickly enlarged, accompanied by endless water, and the terrifying pressure made many people gasp. This action was too fast. Qin Feng suddenly appeared from the void, and King Shang turned around to fight back. All this happened in a flash, so fast. Many cultivators didn't react in time, and the two people's spirits collided with each other. With a bang, a loud noise came from the void, and the terrible sound radiated in all directions, causing the eardrums of all the great demon cultivators to vibrate violently. Some of the lower realms even had blood flowing from their mouths and noses, and fainted on the spot. The collision of the two spirits and the spreading mist made the entire Shangwang Ridge tremble. The violent collision of the spirits and the overflowing light made the two mountains in the distance collapse directly. This terrifying power, like a god descending to the world, made many creatures unbearable and kneeled on the ground. In the eyes of King Shang, there was a terrible murderous intent. He was extremely surprised. He originally thought that Qin Feng should not be his opponent after falling out of that magical realm. But he didn't expect that the other party had improved 2 small realms in just one day, making his combat power comparable to the terrifying realm at that time. "Boy, you are very good. I admire you very much," Shang Wang said coldly. His black hair was loose, and Qin Feng's stunning degree really exceeded his imagination. If such a talent could be born in their Shangyang clan and submit to him, it would definitely be a great benefit for their Shangyang clan. However, Qin Feng killed his offspring Shang Tang, which made the two of them have a situation of life and death, and it is impossible to reconcile. "You are not bad either. You are the first one to force me to such a situation in the battle." Qin Feng smiled not far away, his face was calm, without the slightest ripples. Shang Wang was the most powerful one he had ever met in his life. Boom! The two men attacked again, and the shocking fighting spirit broke out. They were very fast, flying in the void, and the terrible pressure shocked the 4 fields and shocked all the spectators. The king of Shang had reached the level of a great accomplishment king, and terrifying waves of energy emanated from his body. The terrifying pressure made countless great monsters and cultivators present retreat again and again, unable to withstand such terrifying pressure. The great accomplishment king, with a roar, shook the mountains and rivers. For cultivators of lower realms, it was simply a crushing blow. Only a demon with a system like Qin Feng could compete with a great accomplishment king. If it were an ordinary person, he would have died without a burial place. Bang bang bang. In mid-air, the two fought back repeatedly. Their palms collided, their bodies resisted, and the power of vibration made the void tremble every time, spreading endless ripples. At this moment, even Qin Feng, who was a god king, felt numb in his arms. The king of Shang, who was at the level of a great accomplishment king, had blood and qi rushing to the sky, and his physique was comparable to that of a fairy gold. This was not an empty statement. And the king of Shang was also unable to control himself. His realm and body could only tie with the opponent, which made him feel very uncomfortable. Gudong. Not far away, Shang Qian, the young master of the Shangyang clan, stared at Qin Feng's figure with his eyes, quite surprised. It was amazing that the other party could compete with the great king at such a young age. Especially, Qin Feng's white Taoist robe fluttered in the void, showing his sacredness and etherealness, which really surprised her. She thought that Qin Feng's qualifications might be comparable to the Tianjiao in Suankang's who in the rumors. In the Purple Mansion secret realm, there was a commotion, and even the cultivators who entered the secret realm from the outside were talking about it. The news that Qin Feng was fighting with the king of Shang this time was so shocking that they could not bear the temptation and appeared on the distant mountain to watch the movement here. In their opinion, Qin Feng, the son of the ancient Holy Land, was too fierce. The other party killed the son of God and the prince, and made great progress all the way. Now, he is fighting against the great king in the Purple Mansion Profound Realm. Such fighting power kills his peers, and no one can compete with him. Especially at this moment, they saw Qin Feng's supreme power against the king of Shang, which made them extremely excited, and all looked forward to Qin Feng creating another legend. The ancient holy land of Suzaku Holy Land actually has such a holy son. This is too terrible. Who can match Qin Feng's qualifications? At such a young age, his fighting power is so terrible, the future is limitless. The outside cultivators talked about it, they were all very excited. Wuxiang was able to fight against the great king and still have the upper hand. This was definitely a shocking battle in their opinion. Not far away, the pupils of the Ape King shrank violently. Qin Feng's strength really exceeded his expectations, which gave him an amazing idea. If the mountain gate where Qin Feng was located was really so terrifying, if he followed Qin Feng, his future achievements would be limitless. Not only did he have this idea in his mind, but the other 10 demon kings also had the same idea in their hearts. They were communicating in a low voice, and their expressions were all in awe of the behemoth behind Qin Feng. When the cultivation reaches the realm of the great king, the physical body is only secondary, and the magic power is the invincible trump card. There was a demon king on the scene who was talking about the cultivator's breakthrough from the vassal to the great king. Not only did the physical body undergo a transformation, but the king's magic power also changed brilliantly, reaching an astonishing level. The king of Shang and Qin Feng fought to this extent, but he had not yet used his real magic power. This was enough to show that the king of Shang had not yet used his trump card. According to rumors, the great king has tremendous magical power, and can poke a hole in the earth with just one finger. Obviously, the king of Shang has not taken any serious action yet. Sure enough, during the battle between the king of Shang and Qin Feng, a fairy sword suddenly appeared behind him. That fairy sword bloomed with wisps of brilliant divine clouds in the void, dazzling to the extreme. Warm reminder, if you find that clicking the next page will force you to jump to other websites, please use the chapter error or contact us at the bottom to inform us. We will deal with it as soon as possible. Thank you for your understanding. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 697. Swish. Behind the king of Shang, the immortal sword slashed towards Qin Feng. It was the innate magic power that transformed and emanated a terrifying divine light. Although it was not an immortal sword, it was comparable to a real immortal sword. Buzz. The void was trembling. The king of Shang's magical immortal sword cut through the void, and the aura split the sky and slashed towards Qin Feng's shoulder, trying to split him alive. At this moment, Qin Feng did not dare to be arrogant. He immediately took out his weapon, the heavenly immortal supreme sword. The supreme sword, blooming with brilliant divine brilliance, blocked the king of Shang's magical immortal sword in an instant and resolved his own crisis. At the same time, ripples bloomed in the air one after another, and the terrible metal tremor shook the world, causing a huge explosion between heaven and earth. The immortal sword in Qin Feng's hand is too scary. It actually blocked the killing intent of the Shang King. The Shang King's immortal sword is transformed from a breath of essence. It is truly powerful, and ordinary immortal swords may be difficult to resist. Qin Feng actually blocked it so easily. His weapon is probably extraordinary. Many cultivators in the distant sky were terrified. The power of the immortal sword in Qin Feng's hand was so strong that it was really shocking. People know that after the Shang King reached the realm of the Great King, he had not had time to sacrifice his immortal weapon, but even so, that breath of innate sword energy was invincible. However, Qin Feng's absolute immortal sword was blocked so easily, which made people all unable to control themselves, almost thinking that they were in a dream. The Shang King's eyes burst out with a murderous intent. He couldn't believe that his innate sword couldn't kill Qin Feng immediately. Such a terrible power was easily blocked by the other party, which made him unacceptable. This immortal sword is good, boy, it will be my king's holy weapon in the future. The corner of King Shang's mouth showed a trace of smile. If he could combine his innate sword energy with this absolute immortal sword, he would definitely have amazing growth in the future, and it might even grow into a celestial immortal weapon. You are dreaming. Qin Feng held the absolute immortal sword in his hand, stepped on the celestial immortal steps, and floated in the air, with a mocking look on his face. This King Shang actually wanted to possess his absolute immortal sword, which was really wishful thinking, but Qin Feng also saw the power of the absolute immortal sword after it was upgraded, which filled his heart with joy. After the absolute immortal sword reached the celestial immortal level, he easily blocked the innate sword energy of King Shang without standing in the 9 forbidden places. It was really too tyrannical. Looking for death. The King Shang attacked again, and the innate sword energy condensed in the void, and was stimulated to the extreme by him. The terrifying energy was unparalleled, cutting through the void and causing the world to explode. This innate sword energy is the magical power born after the King of Shang reached the great accomplishment. Its power is so strong that it is unimaginable. The terrifying sword energy condensed, and its power was so strong that it frightened people. Qin Feng's eyes turned cold, and he covered his body with the vision of the God King, and then used the Juexian sword in his hand again, slashing forward with extremely powerful power. In the distance, countless people watched the big explosion between Qin Feng and the King of Shang, and they were terrified. If the demon kings in the vassal realm encountered such a terrifying pressure, they would be easily killed. At this moment, the big demons and monks who were watching this place retreated again and again, fearing that they would be affected and die. The monks of the Shangyang clan also retreated into the mountain gate and opened the protective formation in front of the mountain gate to prevent the Shangyang holy mountain from being destroyed. When the light dispersed, people were all shocked by the result in the field. Qin Feng's Juexian sword was more powerful than they could imagine. The terrifying light once again blocked the sword energy of the Shang King. Such an amazing weapon was really unbelievable. Sword of the Divine Phoenix. At this time, Qin Feng used the Juexian sword to strike the sword of the Divine Phoenix. Between heaven and earth, divine energy was boiling. A phoenix appeared in the sky, surging with endless light. The phoenix spread its wings, folded together, and raised its head and cried in the void. The terrifying divine energy came to suppress the Shang King, and the might was unimaginable. At this moment, even the Shang King did not dare to be careless. He was shrouded in strange phenomena, and endless water was suspended around him, turning into a water curtain to block the attack of the divine phoenix. The void exploded completely, and the terrifying energy spread in all directions. Countless water flooded the Shang King's holy mountain. If it were not for the guarding of the formation, the holy mountain would probably become a swamp. Swish. The King of Shang made a prompt decision and quickly retreated to the back. He did not expect that the sword slashed out by Qin Feng's Juexian sword would have such a terrifying power. Such energy frightened him. Puff. The water in Shanjiang's image could not resist at all and was destroyed in an instant, which made him frown slightly. Qin Feng's strength exceeded his expectations. He believed that this boy must not be left alive, otherwise it would bring a catastrophe to their Shangyang clan. Boy, I admit that you are very strong, but you must die today. At this moment, Shangyang knew that it would be extremely difficult to defeat Qin Feng, so he could only go all out. As the King of Shang's voice fell, a slight tremor suddenly came from the Shangyang holy mountain, and then a fairy sword appeared in the air, blooming with terrifying divine brilliance. Hiss. In the distance, countless monks gasped, and fear rose in their hearts. They felt the immortal sword appearing in the sky above Shangyang territory, and they all trembled all over. They couldn't help but kneel on the ground, as if they were facing a god. Oh my God, what kind of weapon is that? How can it be so terrifying? Could such a powerful weapon be an immortal level holy weapon? Countless monks were stunned. The zero immortal sword that appeared in the sky was as unbearable as if they were facing gods. At this moment, countless monks from the Shangyang clan were also kneeling on the ground, looking at the immortal weapon in mid-air, and kowtowing. Although King Shang reached the realm of a king, he had not yet had time to refine his own holy weapons of kings. At this time, the ancestors of their Shang King clan had left behind weapons. The fairy sword in front of them is the ancestor of their Shangyang clan. The magic weapon left behind to protect the mountain is a fairy-level sword. Qin Feng's eyes narrowed. He looked at the fairy sword that appeared in the sky and felt a wave of fear. The power that this immortal sword exuded was comparable to his immortal sword, which made him aware of a huge crisis. He had predicted the realm of King Shang, but he never thought that the territory of the Shangyang clan also had such terrifying weapons. If King Shang uses this immortal level sword and confronts him, he may have only one way to escape. At this moment, Qin Feng used the immortal sword to draw a tie with the internet. And if King Shang possesses an immortal level sword, the gap between the two will widen again, causing variables in the battle situation. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 698. Boy, hold the knife in your hand first, let me see how you can compete with me. At this moment, a sneer appeared on King Shang's lips, even though this heavenly weapon was not refined by him. However, the display of his strength at the level of a great king is still terrifying. He is very confident and thinks that he is invincible. Just when Qin Feng was considering whether to retreat or let Long Ma appear to attack King Shang, in the distance, Shang Qian and Shang Xian, the young masters of the Shangyang clan in Shangyang territory, were whispering. Soon Shang Qian responded. She sent a message to Qin Feng and said, "I can temporarily freeze this fairy sword for you for 1 stick of incense. If you can kill King Shang within 1 stick of incense, I'll help you." At this time, Qin Feng, who was in mid-air, heard Shang Qian's voice transmission, which made his heart move. The young master of the Shangyang clan and King Shang really couldn't deal with it. Although he has been triggering the Divine Forbidden Realm, it is too difficult to enter the Divine Forbidden Realm. If he enters the Divine Forbidden Realm, he is sure to kill King Shang on the spot within 2 moves. And now if King Shang doesn't have that immortal weapon, it is indeed possible for him to kill King Shang within a stick of incense. However, if he couldn't kill King Shang within a stick of incense, it would be a shame for that little girl from the Shangyang clan. When the time comes, King Shang's thunderous wrath may cause a bloody storm for the Shangyang clan. Well, if a stick of incense really can't kill King Shang, then let's ask Long Ma to take action. In the end, Qin Feng made up his mind. Although he desperately hoped to kill King Shang with his own strength, if he was really defeated by then, he would have to let Long Ma help. After all, it was impossible for him to get Tao Zhiyao from King Shang twice in a row. This would be too embarrassing for others. Okay, I promise you. Qin Feng's eyes turned cold, and he decided to take a gamble. Using the strength of the Wuxiang 7th heaven, he used the astonishing celestial god King Kong in his body to kill King Shang on the spot. Although she didn't know how confident Qin Feng's words were, after getting Qin Feng's answer, Shang Qian decided to do it. Her father was the leader of the Shangyang clan. After being assassinated by King Shang, if the elders of the clan had not tried their best to protect her, her position would have been usurped by King Shang's heirs. In her heart, King Shang and she had a sworn hatred. As long as she could kill King Shang and avenge her father, she would do it at any cost. Buzz. At this moment, Shang Qian, the young master of the Shangyang clan, rose into the air. In an instant, she was in front of the heavenly weapon. Puff. Shang Qian hit her chest with her palm, and spurted out a mouthful of blood on the spot. The blood intertwined in the void, and the blood fell on the sword. The immortal weapon of the Shangyang clan first trembled slightly, and then the connection with King Shang was severed. As a true descendant of the patriarch of the Shangyang clan, her ability to return to her ancestors was extremely amazing. The fairy sword felt the soul fragments in her blood and reacted immediately. At this time, King Shang in the far sky suddenly found that the connection between himself and the holy soldiers was cut off, which made him instantly furious. You must know that he has been refining this zero immortal weapon with all his strength. However, it is engraved with the symbol of the previous clan leader and has the bonus of a weapon. It is difficult to get rid of it without reaching the realm of the Dachan king. In this short period of one day, he was stabilizing his cultivation, but before he could erase the soul mark on the sword, he was cut off by Shang Qian halfway. Among the Shangyang clan, the elders of Shang Wang's line changed their expressions instantly when they saw the young master and interrupted the connection between Shang Wang and the immortal sword. "Young master, what are you doing? Shang Qian, are you rebelling?" The elders of King Shang's family rose into the air one after another and swooped towards Shang Qian in the sky, trying to catch Shang Qian. However, the elders of the previous generation of clan leaders naturally couldn't let them succeed. They all rose into the air and blocked Shang Qian's surroundings. For a moment, the atmosphere in the field was tense, and it seemed that chaos might break out at any time. "This sword belongs to me. What's wrong with me?" Shang Qian was suspended in mid-air, her eyes full of murderous intent. As long as she could kill King Shang, she would do anything. "Do you know that you are rebelling like this and seeking skin from a tiger?" An elder yelled loudly. Shang Qian's move would definitely greatly reduce Shang Wang's combat effectiveness. If Qin Feng took advantage of him, it would be a huge loss for their lineage. "This Shangyang clan was supposed to be mine, but the old man King Shang poisoned my father. His position was unfair, and he and I have a sworn blood feud that will never end until death." At this point, Shang Qian was also extremely staunch. Countless elders around her took out their immortal weapons to guard her and faced off against the monks from King Shang's lineage. Okay, little liar, you are asking for death." Yuan Kong Shang Wang was furious. His battle with Qin Feng reached a fever pitch. He did not expect that someone in the clan would hold him back, which made him extremely angry. In an instant, his palms covered the sky and the sun, intertwined with flashes of light, and suddenly struck towards young master Shang Yang, intending to kill Shang Qian in the void. As long as he can kill Shang Qian, the connection between the fairy sword and Shang Qian's people will be completely severed. "Hey, where are you looking?" Qin Feng, who was ignored, was instantly dissatisfied. When the Shang King was fighting with him, he actually wanted to distract himself from killing Shang Qian. He really didn't take him seriously. At the first moment, he used the Juexian sword in his hand to slash at the Shang King, completely blocking the Shang King's attack in the void and disappearing into thin air. The Shang King was very angry. He wanted to clean up the door, but he was easily stopped by Qin Feng, which made him extremely irritable. "I'll kill you first, and then clean up the door later." The Shang King knew that with Qin Feng here to stop him, he couldn't clean up the door. He could only urge the fairy sword and try to connect with the fairy sword while attacking Qin Feng. Boom! The two of them collided quickly, and the innate sword energy collided with Qin Feng's Juexian sword. The terrible divine light shone in all directions, and the overflowing sword energy fell at their feet, splitting a mountain. It was really terrifying. Qin Feng held the Juexian sword in his hand, stepped on the Tianxian step, and operated the energy light waves in his body to the extreme. The vision of the God King was boiling in the void. A green dragon was hovering over him, strengthening his cultivation and raising his combat power to a higher level. Not far away, King Shang's face also changed drastically. He found that as Qin Feng's vision was circling around him, the opponent's combat power soared again. This was really too difficult. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 699. Qi La. The Juexian sword slashed forward, and Qin Feng's combat power soared. Under the 9 forbidden energy, his combat power was almost 100 times superimposed, splitting the void in an instant, with terrifying power. However, this was not enough. With such combat power, he could only tie with the king of Shang. It was impossible to kill him within an incense stick. Let's fight. At this moment, Qin Feng decided to gamble. He held the Juexian sword in his left hand and took out the 6-Dao immortal sword in his right hand, combining the sword and the sword. Behind him, the Shura vision appeared, and the 9 demon swords of hell were used, intertwined with the Juexian sword. The terrible sword light exploded instantly, which was extremely terrifying. In an instant, Qin Feng's combat power soared again, and the sword light pierced through the sky and instantly slashed on the body of the king of Shang. At this moment, the king of Shang was unable to dodge, and blood splashed on his body, dyeing the sky red. He retreated in an instant and appeared in the distant sky, with doubts in his eyes. He was careless and didn't dodge, and was actually cut by Qin Feng, which made his face change color. Oh my god, King Shang was actually injured. This is a great king, but he was cut by a low-level cultivator. How is this possible? In the distance, countless cultivators and the great monsters of the Shangyang clan were stunned. The blood of King Shang fell into the sky, which made them unable to help but talk about it, and they were extremely surprised. And Shang Qian, who was suspended in the air, was also full of joy in her eyes. She stared at Qin Feng and felt hope. Maybe Qin Feng can really kill King Shang and avenge her father's death. Boy, you have completely angered me, I want you to die. King Shang roared loudly, and there was light interweaving on his body. The blood was flowing back from the wound that was originally cut by Qin Feng. Originally, in his cognition, the wound would close directly, but this was not the case. Although his blood flowed back, there was an inexplicable mysterious haze interweaving near the wound, which made it impossible for him to close it together, which made him frown slightly. You know, those who have reached the realm of great kings can regenerate broken limbs, and a mere wound, with their vigorous vitality, can be restored to its original state in an instant. However, the mysterious substance cut out by Qin Feng's 6-path immortal sword was too weird, so he couldn't close the wound, which made him incomprehensible. Qi. The king of Shang made a prompt decision, waved his hand to cut off a piece of flesh near the wound, and at the same time used divine power to force the blood nearby out. Then, there was a gleam of light on his body, his wound scabbed and then regenerated, without even a wound left. In the distance, countless cultivators were all shocked and pale, and they didn't expect Qin Feng to be so tyrannical that the king of Shang would not hesitate to hurt himself to heal the wound. At this time, Qin Feng's eyes condensed, his eyes narrowed, and he saw hope. The blade light slashed by the 6 immortal swords actually has such an amazing effect. On the 6 immortal swords, there is a mysterious substance interwoven, which can actually prevent the wound from closing. The power is so useful to the great accomplishment king. Boy, my blood will not be shed in vain. I will make you pay 10 times the price. A grim smile bloomed on the face of the Shang king. He was suspended in the air, and his body was shrouded by divine clouds. As a great accomplishment king, he would not allow himself to be forced to this extent by a cultivator of a lower realm. Kill. The Shang king let out a light roar, and the flesh and blood he had just chopped off changed rapidly, and then in the void, it turned into a blood sword flowing out brilliant symbols, rushing towards Qin Feng. His cultivation reached the realm of the great accomplishment king. His blood contained inexplicable divine power, and the blood sword that was transformed was extremely powerful, slashing the void. Kill. Qin Feng was fearless. He waved the 6 immortal swords and slashed out the 9 demon swords of hell. In an instant, it was as if the gate of hell was opened. A space crack appeared in front of Qin Feng. In the space crack, there were ghosts crying and wolves howling, spreading inexplicable power. The space crack swallowed the blood sword of the Shang King in an instant, and then the crack closed without any waves. This. In the distance, the Shangyang clan and the Shang King's family were all stunned. People often say that the blood of the great king is extremely amazing and has supernatural powers beyond ordinary people. But such a magical power, turned into a fairy sword, was so easily dissolved by Qin Feng, which surprised them to the extreme. The Shang King, who was not far away, was also extremely shocked. Just now, his killing sword transformed by his blood and qi would be easily killed even if the strong men in the vassal domain encountered it. However, Qin Feng only created a space crack and exiled it. Such a terrifying magical power is simply too strong. At this moment, Qin Feng was thinking. These 6 immortal swords and the 9 devil swords of hell actually had a surprising effect on the cultivators at the Great Accomplishment King level, which gave him hope. He knew that after reaching the Great Accomplishment King level, the broken limbs could be regenerated. Even if they were cut off, it was possible for the body to gather together and revive. However, these 6 immortal swords were different. This sword had an inexplicable power. Maybe it could really kill the king of Shang in the void? Should I use that move? Qin Feng frowned. If he used that move, it would put some pressure on his body. In the next period of time, he could not fight, which would definitely increase his risk factor. He was weighing in his mind whether it was worth putting himself in such a dangerous situation to kill King Shang. No matter what, let's fight. At this moment, Qin Feng made up his mind and decided to go all out to kill King Shang to avoid future troubles. Similarly, for the sake of safety, he also sent a message to Ryoma and asked the sky to protect him for a while. Not far away, the dragon horse lurking in the clouds received Qin Feng's order and nodded immediately. It paid full attention to the battlefield and was ready to protect Qin Feng when Qin Feng was exhausted. 6 paths of reincarnation. At this moment, Qin Feng shouted word by word. Behind him, 4 major Shura visions appeared. This Shura vision was lifelike, with red blood flowing on his body. The scales covering his body sparkle like blood diamonds one after another, as if the demon lord were coming. As Qin Feng put away the immortal sword, he concentrated on holding the 6 paths immortal sword and displayed the Samsara sword technique. Qi. Terrifying demonic power bloomed between heaven and earth, terrifying energy radiated into the sky, and Qin Feng's combat power increased hundreds of times in an instant. The 6 paths immortal sword uses Shura's vision and performs the Samsara sword technique. It has an inexplicable power that makes Qin Feng's combat effectiveness soar to the limit. Similarly, this will also consume the divine power in Qin Feng's body to an alarming level, but at this time, it is all worth it to kill King Shang. Window. Tabula equals window. Tabula. Tabula.push, mode, thumbspeed -01, container, tabula below article thumbnail -300x250, placement, below article thumbnail -300x250, target. Type, mix. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 700. Qi La. The void was broken, Qin Feng held the 6 Dao immortal swords, transformed into the Hell Shura, and a huge vision behind him merged with him. At the same time, the other 3 visions were behind him, rushing forward with him. Each of these 4 visions was hundreds of feet high, like a giant that shook the sky and the earth, making the big monsters and monks watching from a distance cold from head to toe. They watched Qin Feng perform this terrifying magical power, as if the demon lord had come to the world and wanted to turn the Zixuan secret realm into a hell. Hiss. My God, what is this? Is Qin Feng the demon lord from hell? People were all stunned. They saw Qin Feng merged with the huge vision, and the other three visions held long swords, like kings who walked out of the middle hell, and rushed forward with Qin Feng. There was a terrible demonic power spreading out, shocking people's hearts. Countless low-level monks knelt on the ground and kowtowed to Qin Feng, with extreme fear in their hearts. In mid-air, King Shang was in doubt. He looked at the vision of Qin Feng and was extremely surprised. At this moment, he found that the threatening aura exuding from Qin Feng was even more terrifying than when Qin Feng was in that realm a day ago. Shui Zi Wang sword. At this moment, King Shang was shocked. The innate sword energy that was cultivated in his body and mind instantly appeared between heaven and earth. His vision of Shangyang turned into a marshland, and the innate sword energy merged with it, turning into 180,000 swords, spreading one terrifying wave after another. This Shui Wang sword is the magical power that King Shang has just comprehended. This is the first magical power that was born when he entered the realm of the Great King. Although he is not very proficient, it is indeed one of his most powerful killers. The terrifying Shui is full of swords, covering the entire sky, and endless light interweaves, making the world like a cage, surrounding Qin Feng in it. Everyone was horrified, and they all retreated backwards, because the swamp country that was spread out by the Shui's king sword of the Shang King was also covering them. If they were not on the edge, they would probably be swallowed up. Boy, you can force me to use the king-level magical power, you are proud enough. The Shang King said coldly. He was covered by the Shui's king sword, and he was like a god in the Shui's king sword controlling everything. It's just a trick, not worth mentioning. If you were in the same realm as me, I could kill you with just one finger. Qin Feng was fearless. He was covered by a huge Shura vision, holding the 6 immortal swords and walking forward. At this moment, he was like an emperor who had descended to the world, with a huge vision, stepping in the Shui's kingdom, too strong and terrifying. This was an amazing scene. The swamp country of the king's sword appeared between heaven and earth, and Qin Feng was covered in it, but he stood upright. His body hundreds of feet tall was like a demon lord, and he was not panicked at all. Kill! The king of Shang shouted coldly. With a finger in his hand, countless king swords turned into a dragon, intertwined together, and pierced through Qin Feng, trying to strangle him directly. Qin Feng was fearless. He slashed forward with the 6 immortal swords in his hand. The reincarnation sword technique broke through the space in an instant and collided with the long dragon transformed by the sword energy. For a moment, a shocking roar was heard between heaven and earth. The 6 immortal swords collided with the long dragon, and the vast energy light was undulating like the sea, spreading in all directions. The sword dragon was destroyed by Qin Feng's 6 immortal swords and disappeared into thin air. At the same time, other king swords came from all directions to kill Qin Feng. This was the magical power of the king of Shang, and all accepted his will. After reaching the realm of the great king, the magical power of sudden enlightenment is extraordinary, and the mana in the body of the king of Shang is even more monstrous. At this moment, he uses this unparalleled magical power to crush Qin Feng to eliminate future troubles. 6 paths of reincarnation. Qin Feng shouted. His face was extremely serious, and he used the Samsara sword technique. In an instant, 6 black holes appeared in front of Qin Feng, and the black holes were filled with heavy runes, and the shocking sound of ghosts crying and wolves howling came out. As if the door to hell was opened, 2 of the 6 black holes became real. In an instant, countless king swords were swallowed by the reincarnation. Explode. Seeing this scene, the king of Shang still pointed his hand, and the 2 black holes exploded instantly. The divine light was surging like a volcano, and it was extremely brilliant in the void. In an instant, the 2 black holes of the 6 paths of reincarnation were filled with runes, making the black holes almost become craters. At this time, something shocking happened. The 2 black holes suddenly surged with endless dark runes, and then the bright light suddenly extinguished and disappeared into thin air. Hiss! The distant monks were all stunned. They couldn't help themselves in the face of this scene. Qin Feng's sword technique was so terrifying that it swallowed up all the light sources, which made them difficult to understand. Such a terrifying divine power was released, it was simply the arrival of the devil, no different from the king from hell, making it difficult for people to resist. Swoosh! However, things did not stop there. In the 6 immortal swords that Qin Feng used, the 2 black holes once again bloomed with terrifying attraction. In the air, the endless water of the Shui's King sword gathered and was swallowed up, as if it was led to another dimension. This was an astonishing scene. The Shui's King sword that enveloped Qin Feng had no effect on Qin Feng at all, and was destroyed by Qin Feng. In the distance, King Shang couldn't believe it when he saw this scene. The magical power he had comprehended in the realm of the great king could not affect Qin Feng. This made him terrified and he couldn't believe it at all. Congeal! King Shang pointed his finger. He couldn't watch the sleeping king's sword being swallowed up by Qin Feng. At his fingertips, veins appeared, and he was as weak as the creatures in the water. The countless sword chi in the marshland combined and turned into a huge innate killing sword, echoing with a water dragon. A sword dragon and a water dragon burst out with monstrous divine power, swooping towards Qin Feng, and the dazzling light broke the sky and the earth. Qin Feng's eyes turned cold, he used the 6 immortal swords, slashed forward, and the terrible black hole spread instantly, swallowing everything, as if swallowing the sword dragon and the water dragon. Boom! At this time, King Shang pointed his finger, and the water dragon and sword dragon exploded, instantly shattering the 2 black holes of Qin Feng's 6 paths immortal sword. Humph! As the black hole collapsed, Qin Feng was backlashed. He snorted coldly, and blood immediately flowed from the corner of his mouth, and he was injured. After all, King Shang was a strong man in the realm of the great king. The opponent was too terrifying. Even if Qin Feng had the blessing of the ultimate and Shura, he was still slightly inferior.